I mean, if you think about, I mean, I don't know, when you're 15 years old, you're not supposed to have to deal with dying or anything. And I don't know, you have to think about it and stuff now, but it's hard.
A CNN special report, A New Cancer Perspective, with medical correspondents Dan Rutz and Gary Schweitzer.
There is a new perspective on cancer. It comes from people who have it, like those you just heard from. And it comes from the professional men and women working out answers to cancer's complex mysteries. In this program, you will hear about the progress they are making in laboratories and hospitals across the country. But listen closely to the people's stories. Whether in their breasts, their lungs, or their blood, the uncontrolled growth of abnormal cells invading body tissues has threatened their lives. Their perspective on trying to live with and control a disease that may seem uncontrollable will show you courage and fear, optimism and realism, but always hope.
Last night was the last blood she passed.
That was the last one.
That's wonderful. That's great.
A lot of urine, but no flux.
Do you have any owies today?
Cancer is rare among children, but still kills more of them than any other disease. At the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, a team representing many specialties attends each new case. Dr. Stuart Siegel is in charge.
All of us have to be working together closely, talking with each other on a daily basis in order to make sure that we bring in the right treatment, the right diagnostic test at the right time and not miss, if you will, the window that's necessary to optimize, to give the optimal treatment to the child.
There's progress on two fronts. First, twice as many children survive cancer today than did a generation ago. Leukemias, once uniformly fatal, are now cured between 50 and 75% of the time. And today's better treatments still allow for a near-normal lifestyle. After the first workup, most patients go home from the hospital and receive the rest of their treatment as outpatients.
When Kerry was diagnosed, and I should go back to that, it was as if the mantle of the rest of one's existence just fell away. And there was a zoning in on this, and that there was only one priority, and that was it.
Shock and dismay. There is no medicine for the emotions that envelop the moms and dads of children like Kerry Bloor. 15 years old, alive with the energy and excitement of adolescence, Kerry has leukemia.
Like when I first was diagnosed, I was like, oh, I'm gonna die right away. That was the first question I asked. But it's like, but now it's, I mean, almost everyone lives. I mean, like, I don't know what the percentage is, but I mean, I would say.
In the years since Kerry's severe leg cramps first spelled troubled, the Bloors have changed their focus on leukemia. It is true, they know, people do die of the disease, but they can live with it too.
This camp was made for you and me. This camp is your camp. This camp is my camp. From the hearts within us to the world around us.
At Camp Good Times in the cool mountains above Los Angeles, there is celebration and joy. The chemistry generated here transforms any piece of ground where young people gather. No matter that the 100 campers this weekend all have or have had cancer.
Kerry, we are honored to be in your presence and honor you with the award of the biggest flirt. Why was I always hanging on the guys?
It really helps a lot more to be here. Because everyone's so nice, and you don't have to feel uncomfortable if you don't have hair and stuff. And
a volunteer team of nurses and doctors work out of the med shed, dispensing the drugs these youngsters depend on in their fight against cancer. But most of the camp program is geared for action.
Oh, it's good. I mean, you have horses to ride and you go on hikes and stuff. I like it. I think it's real good.
2, 3, 4, 5.
What continues to surprise me is some of the courage that some of these kids show. I mean, we were just on a hike for, it was probably about 2 or 3 miles over fairly rugged terrain, narrow trails, slippery. And one of the girls on the hike is about a 15 or 16-year-old girl with an amputation of her leg, and she took this entire hike on crutches, never asked to be helped, carried whatever. She did the whole thing from top to bottom without flinching, smiling all the way, having a great time.
The kids are tough, Dr. Siegel contends. and that is why they can tolerate the strong medications needed to kill the typically aggressive cancers of childhood. Natural stamina favors young cancer patients over adults with similar diseases, and strength of character sustains the youngest patients through such painful procedures as bone marrow aspiration. One little bit of hell for each leukemia patient, but the only sure way to know if the cancer is under control. Kerry shares in decisions concerning her care. This day, she tells Dr. Eve DeClerc she's made up her mind about the plastic tube doctors earlier placed in her chest as a convenience for drawing blood and giving medications.
You want to take it out?
No, don't talk me out of it. I'm getting it taken out. I made up my decision.
You
It
made
failed.
up the decision.
I decided it can't,
You
so I
didn't-
really
you
want to
didn't
take
like
it out.
Okay. Well, no, that's fine for me.
So what do I do?
I am the one who told her she had leukemia. I don't think there was an option. I don't think there was any other way to do it. In addition to dealing with the treatment and the disease, to be carrying a burden that's a secret. How could you have an honest relationship with your child?
Kerry very much approves of her parents' and doctors' candor. She only wishes everyone she meets could be as open.
The most important thing is just like not everyone dies. I mean, that's what everyone thinks when they hear the word cancer is, oh, they're going to die, goodbye, you know. And they like don't deal with it at all.